a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. You sing.
Bwana asifiwe. Na wasalimu wote katika jina la Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo. Asubuhi ya leo ni ngali nimeokoka, nampenda Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo kama Bwana na Mwokozi wangu. Nawakaribisha katika ibada yetu ya Jumapili ya siku ya leo, Jumapili ya pili mwezi wa 6. Na ni Jumapili ambayo huwa tunaleta fungu letu la 10 kama ambavyo tulikubaliana kama kanisa letu la PCA RURING'U. Kwa hivyo nawakumbusha tu ya kwamba Jumapili ya leo ni Jumapili ya pili, aliye na fungu la 10 akubuke kufanya yale ambayo Mungu anatuambia tufanye katika nyumba yake. Ni wakumbushe tena, hata ingawa hatukutani kwa ushirika katika kanisa la Mungu halijafungwa. Yale ambayo yamefungwa ni manyumba ambayo tunakutana, lakini kama ambavyo nimekuwa nikiwaambia, miili yetu ndio hekalu ya Bwana, na basi tunapoendelea na maisha yetu hata wakati huu ambapo hatuwezi kutana, tujue ya kwamba kanisa la Mungu linaendelea, na tuendelee kumtukuza Bwana na kufanya mapenzi yake katika maisha yetu. Somo letu la leo litatoka kitabu cha Kutoka mlango wa 15 mstari wa 22 hadi 27. That is Exodus chapter 15 verse 22 to 27, na tutaomba ili tusikize neno. Ni asanti Baba wetu wa mbinguni, asubuhi njema twaja mbele ya kiti chako cha enzi, twagojea kusikia kutoka kwako. Nami Baba wa mbinguni, naomba ya kwamba ukanitumia kama chombo cha kupasia sauti yako, ili neno lako likaendelea kuwa baraka kwetu kila wakati na hata siku ya leo. Nitumie kama chombo kitakatifu ambacho kimetakaswa nawe, katika jina la Yesu Kristo aliye Bwana na Mwokozi wetu twaomba. Kama vile nimesema, I have said that our reading is coming from Exodus chapter 15 verse 22 to 27, and our theme or topic of the day is the test of life. The test of life. This is an episode where the children of Israel, the Israelites, were crossing the Red Sea. And after crossing the Red Sea, they started their journey to the promised land. And this was a beginning of a new life. The experience they went through in the wilderness corresponds to our Christian experience. One can translate what happened to them over the lives of believers today. We can expect the same challenges as well as the same solutions to work for us. Every believer can experience his or her own particular version of what happened to the Israelites in the wilderness. One of the greatest challenges that one can face in life is to try to keep bitterness at the bay. Everyone has to guard against bitterness in his or her heart. A lot of things in life have the potential to make us bitter. Family problems, marriage stresses, rejection, past abuses, loneliness, misunderstanding, conflicts, and many more. All of these, if not dealt with, have the potential to become bitter. And at this juncture, let me take you through 5 principles that can teach us how to deal with bitterness, and also to understand how God works with us throughout our life. Principle number 1. Great victories are sometimes followed by great problems. That is verse 22 of Exodus chapter 15. The text says, "Then Moses led Israel from the Red Sea. They traveled in the desert without finding water. Only 3 days into their journey, they encountered their first difficult. A shortage of water. Not only great victories are sometimes followed by great problems, but also principle number two, problems as well as victories are part of God's plan. That is verse 23. When they arrived at Mara, they plunged their faces into the water to quench their thirst, only to find that the water was bitter. It was not poisonous, but it was unpleasant. Because it was too bitter to drink, the people called it waters of bitterness. When it became apparent that their hope for relief from thirst was in vain, they reacted as they had in the past. Note that in the space of 3 short days, they had gone from singing and praising to turning to their leader, that is Moses, murmuring and complaining. But in truth, sometimes we can do that in a lot shorter time. The fact that Mara came to the children of Israel is proof that can happen to us. Notice not only that great victories are sometimes followed by great problems, as well as victories are part of God's plan, but also principle number 3, when we murmur, we fail the test. When we murmur, we fail the test. That is verse 24. The Israelites' cry tells us of their disillusionment and disappointment. Instead of turning to God in prayer, they assumed the problem was unsolved and they were doomed to die in the wilderness. Even though they had only 3 days before witnessed an amazing deliverance, they assumed God had now left them to die. Difficulties comes to us all, and we are faced with how we will respond to them. When we are faced with a Mara experience, we have 2 alternatives. We can either get bitter and turn from God, or we can believe the promises of the Bible and be blessed by God. Once again, the children of Israel had to be taught that no problem is so severe and no danger is so great that God cannot find a solution. Even today, God has the solution for the COVID-19 pandemic. It is just a matter of time. Notice, not only that great victories are sometimes followed by great problems, and problems as well as victories are part of God's plan, and when we murmur, we fail the test. But also note this, principle number 4, God brings us into trials in order to teach us great lessons. That is verse 25. Here, God asked Moses to, by faith, do something that may make sense to him, that may not make sense to him on a natural level. God rebuked the lack of faith among the Israelites and told them that it had been a test. It was a test of people, a test that we can easily see that they failed miserably. God had used those difficult circumstances to show them what was in their hearts. In verse 26 of our reading, God revealed himself as God who heals. The word heal means to mend, as a garment is mended, or to repair, as a building is reconstructed, or to cure, as a sick person is restored to health. When we find our lives have become bitter because of our circumstances, if we go to the Lord, he will help us. What we need to know is that he does not always do it the same way. There are various ways. One, he can change our circumstances and remove our cause of bitterness. The second thing that he can do, it may be, however, that he adds a new ingredient as he did at the well of Marah. It is God who takes the bitterness of the death of loved one, the bitterness of family relationship problems, the bitterness of severe illness, the bitterness of losing an income, like during this difficult time when many people have lost their jobs, others have closed their businesses because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And the bitterness of yielding to temptations and those experiences becomes sweet. As the psalmist discovered this in his own life and recorded for us in Psalm chapter 30, verse 5. For his anger lasts only for a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes with the morning. God assured the Israelites that he would continue to be with them as they made their journey to the promised land. Note, not only that the great victories are sometimes followed by great problems, as well as victories are part of God's plan. And when we murmur, we fail the test, God brings us into the trials in order to teach us a great lesson. But also, principle number 5, when God is finished with the test, he takes us back to the place of blessedness. Verse 27. The children of Israel lived in Elim, which means large trees. Here, they found an oasis with 12 wells and 70 palm trees. They drank their fill and they had a rest. As I conclude, let me say this. 1, not all of life is going to be sweet. Life is a combination of bitter and sweet. Rather than complaining, we must go to God with our needs and seek his provision. 3, God not only gave them relief at Marah, but a rest at Elim. The water in the oasis of Marah is constructed with the oasis of Elim. Marah stands for the unbelieving, grumbling attitude of the people who would not trust God. Elim stands for God's bountiful provision. How easy it is to grumble and complain quickly, only to be embarrassed by God's help. We must be patient for God's kindness and help. Don't let your negative attitude erode your trust in God. God will take you down by Marah, but he won't leave you there. There is an Elim ahead of the pilgrim today. God's plan of usefulness goes by Marah to Elim. God gives the joy of salvation through the cross of Jesus Christ. Just as the Israelites were saved by the sweetening of the Marah water, we are saved by the grace of Jesus Christ through the cross. In Isaiah chapter 12, verse 3, the NIV Bible says, with joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. That promise is as true for us today as it was for the Israelites. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11, Apostle Paul says, now these things happened to them as an example, but they were written down for our instruction, on whom the end of ages has come. We continue trusting in the Lord during the time of the test of our life is time when we are faced by the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic, and other challenges in life. May we continue waiting upon God's promises, and let us continue praising the Lord with joyful praises every moment of our lives. May God bless us. Have a wonderful day as we continue serving the Lord and waiting upon the promises of God in our lives. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
What a power.